What's up everyone out there in YouTube land? It's me, Perry Lovewhistle, and I'm back on Akkadian in Project Quarm. And as you can see, I have made it to level 29. So I'm back in my hometown of Iridan to do all of the exciting level 29 stuff. I want to point out that there was nothing in terms of exciting content or quests that I did between the last video and this one. It's become incredibly obvious why the Temple of Solusek Row quests were introduced as early in the game as they were, because the mid to high 20s is kind of void of content like that in the base original classic game. Because if they were in, I would probably be working on my Acumen Mask quest, or even the Weeping Wand quest. Not that I would use it, but I would definitely do the quest. I have, just by luck, picked up some parts of the different quests. I got a random Permafrost group and got a Heart of Frost, and I got a nice Soul A group where I picked up this Heart of Fire, and a Lambent Stone that I saw discarded off of a hill giant in North Karana means that all I've got to do is the simple turn-in quest in Mistmoor, and I will be ready to get my T-Flux staff as soon as that's available. But that's not what this video is about. I also have managed to luck into some decent gear upgrades. You'll notice that I'm wearing my sweet Crimson Senior Apprentice robe again to get that awesome 2 mana. That's because I managed to pick up an Obsidian Bead Hoop also, which gives me that 3 agility. In another Soul A group, we managed to kill the Goblin King, and I won the first roll for the Ring of the Goblin Lords, which gives me another 3 intelligence plus 3 strength. But aside from that, it was just a grind to 29, and I honestly didn't expect to get to 29 today, but I did find a really great camp that allowed for it. And I was going to include that camp in this video as a way of showing it off and maybe drawing more interest to it, because it is kind of an unknown camp. But after talking about it with the other people who were at the camp, we decided that it was probably best to keep it a secret and not make the same mistake that Cinecool made with his relatively unknown elf camp that he couldn't find available after he made a video of it. So we've decided to keep the camp a secret, at least until I get to my mid-30s and can't use it anymore. If you think you know what it is, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll tell you if you're right or not. But level 29 is a big deal for wizards for a lot of reasons. First, Bonds of Force. This is the quad kiting snare. It's also my first snare, making it useful for regular kiting, but also once I actually complete the research quad kiting spell for level 24, I can use it to kite 4 things at once. Inferno Shock is my new direct damage spell, which is slightly more mana efficient than Frost Shock, but the main thing about Inferno Shock is it crosses the 200 points barrier, giving me about 250 points of damage with 1 cast, allowing me to one-shot Will-O-Wisps while I'm running through any zone that happens to have them, just on the off chance that they drop a Greater Lightstone, because that's a free 10 platinum. Yonder is just an improved Shadow Step, and Thunderstrike is a direct damage with a stun effect, useful when fighting casting mobs. But if I head back out to the Iridan Library, I can get the actual important level 29 spells, which of course is Magnify. An incredibly useful spell that not only zooms your vision, but also gives you Ultra Vision. Now, obviously, the important level 29 spells, part of the reason why I chose a wizard in the first place, are the group ports. And I just remembered that I had accidentally purchased the group port for Talks back when I was supposed to be getting my self-port for Talks. So I've got to run back to the bank real quick so that I can scribe that one into my spellbook. There it is. Okay, let's get all these into the spellbook real quick. And there it is, my first 3 group ports. I can now take other players to Toxulia Forest, Greater Fadark, or North Karana. Which means, officially, Akkadian Airways is now open. I'm going to inaugurate this by doing some free ports within my guild. A very important part of being a wizard or a druid is setting up your advertisement for porting services. And I did have one taker. Inuin, who is looking to get to North Karana. He's actually looking to get to the Commons, but I don't have that one yet. So I'm going to take him as far as I can, and he's going to run the rest of the way. Hopefully with J-boots and invisibility. And my first group port after I met. Of course, that has to be the pattern here. I did, by the way, train up my alteration. Just, I guess, not high enough. Hey, he's getting a free port, and it's worth every copper. And here we are. And since I spent all of my free time this week grinding to level 29, just so that I could make a video celebrating group ports, that's it for today's video. But Akkadian Airways is now open. What that means is anybody in the guild You're My Tesmia can get free ports. Also, anyone who is just a viewer can get free ports, as long as I'm not busy. Based on the amount of gifts and help that I got on Zaner over the course of the last few years, I am more than comfortable giving free ports to anybody who just says, hey man, love your videos. Or even, hey man, I hate your videos, but I still watch them. Because anyone watching the videos is helping me out. But if I want to cover any actual new content, I've got to get to level 30 before next week. So I'm going to get back to the grind. Until next time, bye.